Hey there, girlfriend. Ingafay here. Super excited to be here with you all today. If you are a introverted six-figure nine to fiver who is looking to start a hot side hustle, this video is for you. And in this video, I am going to talk to you about FOMO, and it's the fear of missing out by serving everybody. And this is definitely something that I have seen in the clients that I've worked with. And I want to give you some insights on this today. So we look forward to seeing you on the other side. Well, welcome again. Super excited to talk to you today about the FOMO of serving everybody. This is typically a trap that many founders and CEOs fall into because they feel like they don't want to miss out on money. And I understand it. I mean, the concept in itself makes sense. I mean, you want to serve if you can serve Billy Bob and Susie Q and Tracy all at the same time and giving them different in different ways, you're going to do it because you are working to make money. I totally get that. But at the end of the day, this is definitely going to lead to burnout because you are trying to serve everybody. And because you're trying to serve everybody, the messaging that you use is very watered down to the point that people don't even know that you're talking to them. It's like being in a crowd of folks at a concert and you're yelling at the top of your lungs, trying to talk to everybody, and nobody knows that you're talking to them because you're not calling anyone by their name. You know, the name is so distinctive. When you call somebody by their name, they know that you're talking to you. I mean, they know that you are talking to them. And the same thing happens when it comes to your marketing. You want to let your folks know that whatever you're talking about or whatever you're saying, it resonates with them specifically. Okay. And that's why I wanted to share this information with you today, because I see this a lot. People are trying to be generalists. And in actuality, when they become this generalist, they have to compete with others by lowering the price because they are seen as a commodity. They're not seen as a specialist. And that's why it's so imperative for you to really hone in to exactly who you are working with. So let me give you an example. I know a story can always tell you exactly how it goes. When I first started my first side hustle, working as a full-time mechanical engineer, was an aerobics instructor job that I did. Now, at my aerobics instructor job, I would go and teach a class. I would make $20. I mean, that's typical. Well, that wasn't typical then, but I was at the highest tier, $20 to teach a class. But what I quickly realized was that if I was able to teach to instructors instead of to, there's the common person coming into the gym, that I would make more money. Why, you might ask? Because I could provide them a service that I knew that they needed. And as an aerobics instructor, I knew that we have so many continuing education credits that we had to achieve in a 2-year period. So what did I do? I became a provider of these continuing education credits. Why, you might ask? Because I knew that as an aerobics instructor, typically what we would do to get these credits was to go to a aerobics convention for a weekend, spend literally all weekend long working out, tired as all get out, would have to pay for travel, childcare, hotel room, be in rooms with probably 3 to 4 people because we're saving costs to get these continuing education units. And if we did it right, we'd probably get all 15 while we were there. But this was very inconvenient. This was costly. And there was possibility for injury because we were actually doing this literally all day. I'm talking like working out like 8 hours straight. Okay. So what I did is I realized that there was a need for aerobics instructors. What did they want? They wanted continuing education units. How did they want it? They wanted it in a convenient way, something that they could possibly do on a Saturday in their home gym where they would have childcare, but the childcare was maybe for 5-6 hours, not for the whole weekend. They didn't have to worry about travel. It wasn't really expensive. It was something that they could do. And then I gave them a little a little spice to their routines. And at the time I was teaching step and hip hop and kickboxing. I had a number of different classes that I was teaching. Lo and behold, when I did this, what I normally do for 20 bucks then became something that I would do, and I would make up to $2,000 a week doing this. It was a win-win situation. I was making money. I was serving them, providing them with continuing education units. They didn't have to leave their hometown. They went to their gym, and they were able to get a choreography as well as book. I did a master class. So I gave them instruction as well as choreography on how to break it down to their students, and they absolutely loved it. So when you think about the fear of FOMO, did I talk to people that were just working out at the gym? No, because I knew they didn't have a sense of urgency like the other ladies did. They had 15 continuing education units at that particular time that they had to achieve, or they were going to have to redo their certification. And certification at that particular time was about $200, maybe even $400. Okay. If they had their continuing education units, they would just have to submit that documentation and send it over to the aerobics authorities at that particular time. But it was something that I knew that they needed. And it was a service that I knew that I could provide, and that I had a distinct skill. I taught more like hip hop. I brought more hip hop moves to the event that allowed them to spice up their routines that they weren't used to doing. So I was seen as a specialist and not a generalist when it came to providing these continuing education. That is the power of being able to serve the people that want what you have, and they are willing to pay you a premium for it because they know that they need it, and they value the value. They value what you provide and are willing to pay for it. So that is the most important reason why you want to make sure that you hone in to exactly who you want to serve, and then have messaging that resonates with them so they know that you're talking to them directly and that you would be able to serve them in that way. So how did that help? I knew who I was talking to. I was able to serve them and provide them a service that they found valuable and were willing to pay a premium for. And they were telling their friends and family about me. I mean, that it was like they were walking evangelists for me because of the service that I provided, because it was so unique to what they were used to doing. So that's the same thing that you want to do in your business, whatever you decide your side hustle will be, whether it's your current expertise that you do in your job and you're doing it on a higher level, like I was doing at a side hustle, or it could be you're selling a product or service, because I did that as well. And then be able to know who wants that product and service and who will find it valuable and will be willing to pay a premium for it to get them to their desired promised land the product or service will give you. These are the type of things that I am going to go into more depth with in my up and coming webinar that's called How to Build a Profitable Side Hustle. And we're going to talk about the power of focus attraction, being able to have that quiet niche to know exactly who you're working with so you can find out what they want and give it to them. And give it to them in such a specialty way that they're willing to pay a premium for it and know that you are the person that they want to provide it. So they're not going around trying to find if somebody else is providing the same service that you are, because you have uniquely provided value for them and they don't know anybody else that can do it better than you. And they want to come to you because you are the master of it. So that's really, really what it's all about. The FOMO thing, just let it go. Serving everybody is not going to work. You want to make sure that you have that zero in focus. So one quick thing I wanted to share with you, another story I wanted to share, and I'm going to share Becky's story. I'll just call her Becky for today. And when I was working with Becky, Becky is an accountant. She had various different industries that she was selling. So she had this everybody kind of mentality going on in her clientele. She noticed that some of her clients were paying her more of a premium and stayed with her longer, while others were more of a kind of a setup client. She sets them up on QuickBooks or Wave or whatever she was using. And after she set them up, they would just kind of leave. But then she had these top clients that were really staying with her, and they were longevity type of clients. And when you're building a business, you want people that are going to stay with you. Granted, you're going to fill in. You're going to have new folks coming in, but the core of your business that helps you stay profitable and keeps you having a income that you know is coming in is having those people that stay. So she realized that, and as a result of that, after working together, she realized the people that were just kind of hit and miss clients, that were her setup clients, that she called her fill-in clients. She realized she didn't really want to focus on them because they were not going to be the longevity clients. They were not going to be the ones that actually stayed with her for the long haul. She wanted more of the long haul clients so that she could predict her income and be able to continue to work with them on and know what she was going to make on an ongoing basis. These are the type of things that we help you do and we'll talk about in this webinar. It's called, again, How to Build a Profitable Side Hustle Without the Small Talk, even if you're an introvert. So I'm going to put the link down in the description for the event. I'm actually going to look. I think I have the link here as well. Let's see if I have it. Yes, maybe. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so you can scan this code right here. This will take you directly to the webinar. If you're thinking of starting a side hustle, this would definitely be the webinar you would want to do. We're going to talk about how to develop your niche. We're going to talk about how to create your offer, and then how to find the people that want your offer. So again, scan this QR code. Let's talk. Come to the webinar. It's absolutely free. And let's get your hustle on and do it your way, not loud. You use your quiet confidence to build a lucrative business without being loud. That's what I want to help you do as an introvert, because I know you're not trying to perform. You're looking for ways where you can truly be yourself and that you don't have to fake being an extrovert. So I totally get that, girlfriend. So come to the webinar and let me share with you how to do these things that I just mentioned so that you can have a thriving side hustle business that doesn't burn you out. Okay. All right. I'll see you all next time. I'll see you at the webinar. We're over here, and I'll see you next week. Share this with 3 of your girlfriends, and till we see each other again next week. Bye for now.